Over the last couple of days, there have been some interesting happenings. The president of Kenya was in Dodoma during a state visit, and then he made a presentation before Parliament. He was introduced by Tanzanian President Samia Suluhu. But before that, she went into a little bit of a thing where she said, okay, well, it seems as though we are having this joint project of a refinery at Tanga, which I had no idea about, but you've then gone ahead to announce it. She didn't keep any prisoners when she said, well, you need to come and explain to them because I have no idea what we're talking about. It was interesting because yesterday in the dailies, there was a list of a number of these things, whereby maybe there has been an announcement, which really wasn't the case. Whether you're talking about the recognition of a state which was not recognized as a state by the rest of the world, whether you're welcoming where folks have talked about persons of interest in terms of warlord status, and they've been called Kenya's gaffes over the last, few 2 to 3 years. What would you say is Kenya's standing diplomatically with its allies currently?
There's a question about the standing itself. Conceptually speaking, I was appalled that the president of Tanzania used the whipping and lashing statement that she used in Tanzania against the Gen Zs. Of course, President Ruto was very careful about his reply because there'd be repercussions here. Those kids would just call for 2 million people to come to the street again. And that would cause another bedlam. So, of course, we have people power in this country that is confronting the state. And Tanzanians have been trying to do that for a while. And they have been stopped by dint of killing. There's hundreds, maybe thousands of people died in Tanzania.
So the report says...
Aerial photographs saying that there were mass graves. And the police were putting those people inside mass graves. And the glib kind of revelation that... men and women who lost their sons and daughters don't even know where they're buried. And the political leadership doesn't understand that this is a molten fire, that their brothers and sisters, their uncles and aunts, their community, their father and mother are burning inside, because in African cosmology, there is a need to touch the body and put it inside somewhere so that you can walk away from it. You know what I mean? It's a really critical part of African culture. And Tanzania is in a quiet place, and the storm is now coming, which is bigger than what happened last time. So when I was here last time, I predicted everything that was going to happen. It's on record, and you were here.
Yeah.
So there is a guy called Dangote. Nigerians have a way of fascinating us. They mess up in such big ways, and then they do something so brilliant. Then you wonder if it's still these Nigerians, what's wrong with them?
These crazy Nigerians, okay.
They do something so crazy. Then they do something amazing. So we have Dangote, who years back thought that, he lives in the future, that this Middle East place is going to burn. Let us build a refinery. I'm making a chronological case about the Tanga comments.
Yes.
So he built the refinery, and the IMF said that it's illegal and it should be stopped because it fights competition.